Hey everyone, how are you? You saw the title, right? Yeah, I know. People don't want to hear about politics even more since the federal election. And I don't like talking about it, but it affects our lives so much nowadays. And I mean, some of you may disagree with me, which is fine. Just do so respectfully. That's all I ask. So, a common question lately is who would you vote for? And it's a good question that I'll touch on for what I look for in a politician, at least running for office municipally. Now, we are heading into a municipal election here in Calgary, and there's so many people to consider for the role of councillor and mayor. I mean, it's really hard to figure out who will best represent you. Now, to start, don't get hung up on the wedge issue bullshit that some of the candidates use for attention or to distract you. Stay focused on the real issues affecting you and your daily lives. But here's a list of the top issues that I've found. Trust me. Is City Council spending your tax dollars wisely and efficiently? How about the cost of living or the overall affordability of Calgary? What about city property taxes, utility charges, and fees? How about support for Calgarians struggling in this economic downturn? How about public safety, crime, and policing? What about City Council focusing on the right priorities? That's a big leadership role. What about economic development, like attracting new businesses to Calgary? How about having a mayor and councillor you can trust? How about having a positive climate for businesses to grow in Calgary? What about support for struggling small businesses? And then there's always the day-to-day operations like snow clearing on streets and sidewalks, potholes, bylaw enforcement. These are really the priorities to focus on. Now, it's not just about wanting to support someone who's idealistic. It has to be someone who has solid life experience, some knowledge in business, someone who understands budgets. I mean, it's only $4 billion a year. They're somewhat educated, but more importantly, they can work well with others. You know, kind of bring everybody together for a common goal. This one especially is where we've seen a failure for quite a few years. And it's how cities stifle their growth in many ways. I mean, we want to move forward. We don't want to continue to stagnate and move backwards. I'm sure there'll be people who argue with me that government is not business. It's primarily that, because it touches upon budgeting, policy creation, and also social issues. Their main job is to help improve your quality of life and generate economic activity for your city. Now, I know there are lots of good people out there who just want to serve, but these are significant roles to occupy, and they require a holistic view. Like bias and personal opinions need to be left at the door, so to speak. And being nonpartisan is a requirement, in my opinion. Oh, did I mention applying common sense to every decision made? Look, you'll never agree with a candidate's whole platform, but if you can agree with most of it, that's likely the person you should vote for. I mean, get together with friends and family and groups of people, work colleagues, chat about the issues. Hey, why not have a political rally to get more in-depth and involved? All the 100+ candidates running have their platforms online. So some actually go into great detail, others are somewhat vague, and they're primarily available on social media. And various groups have surveyed the candidates for more information about their platforms and what they stand for. I'll leave some links in the video post so you can click through to them and check them out further. Now, in closing, I know who I'm going to vote for. Somebody who meets the criteria that's important to me as I just laid it out. I'm also going to vote for people to support what I do for a living, building affordable new homes. Why wouldn't I? Anyhow, thanks for listening, and hey, earn it. Don't expect it. Take care.